Hey guys, it's Premium Venture, and today I'm going to be bringing you some Dragon Age Origins, second playing through Darkspawn Chronicles. I eventually choose Darkspawn Chronicles, there we go. And I just picked up the Ultimate Edition of Dragon Age Origins the other day, so I figured I'd do some gameplay of that, since that will take quite a long time, and I know I've been slacking a little bit. My other videos, I've had a problem with some of the footage, so here we go. We're going to be fixing that in the very near future. Fixing them very soon so I can get more of those videos up. I uploaded a Time Splitters 2 video yesterday with no commentary, as that was an older one. So here we go. We are going to get all of this ready. Now, I feel like playing through the extra content first to get the items to carry over into the main game, because I'm just lazy. I've played through the main game before. I've definitely played through it at least once or twice, just not on this file, as I have gotten rid of some of that data. So, I've never played Darkspawn Chronicles before now, and it is actually pretty fun. It's pretty short. This is only like 2 episodes it takes me to go through. Every time I start up, I didn't remember the controls. This is literally jumping right into the game. Every time I start up a campaign with a character that I have no clue what any of his abilities are, I've got to look through, look at them all, and actually assign them. So this is it takes a few minutes while I'm looking through. I love that there's that skill right there that I was just looking at. I have the level 4 of it. I do not have the stat requirements for it, but I have it anyway, so I don't mind. Gotta enthrall myself some people. There's some minions. Come on, get enthralled, come on. And it didn't work. I don't know what causes it to not work, or do I really care? Just gotta actually, come on, run up and enthrall them. Come on. Yeah, I got one. One's better than 0. And then Darkspawn Chronicles is cool in that every time you kill an enemy, you get approval as far as your enthralled people go. And they auto-level, so you don't have to worry about assigning anything to them. It's rather nice. This is a nice, fun little campaign. It's, like I said, it's nice and short. It's basically the last battle of the game where you play on the enemy side, so if you haven't played through the game, I'm sorry. This is gonna ruin a little bit of it. On the other side, you know, it's definitely good enough to watch without worrying about that. It's not like it goes through and actually says, hey, this is all the lore of the game. Basically, it's just, there are people you'll run into in the game, or in here, that are main story characters that you kill. So, no need to worry. It all ends up working fine. So let me see here, I gotta look up. What are the rewards that I get for actually doing this? I don't even remember now. Okay, Darkspawn Chronicles, blah blah blah. Those are notable, I don't care about those. Gifts, I don't care about those. Okay, it's just... Alright, just a sword. But that's fine. It's definitely better than a... Oh, that's a hard one. Yeah, it's definitely better than not earning anything. And of course, while I'm watching this while I'm recording in my nice little Sony Vegas rendering software, so it looks like crap up in the top right because it hasn't been rendered yet, and it's on a tiny screen that's a little blurry. It does render, it looks perfectly fine just at the moment. while I'm looking at it. Looks like crap. So we'll have to find an alternate way of doing this in the future if it's something really important. Here, come on. I got the ogre. I got the ogre. All right, cool. This ogre, there's an achievement for keeping him alive throughout the whole campaign, and I totally failed at. I screwed that up so bad in this next area. I mean, it was lightning quick. Just 1 second he's alive, and then boom, gets hit by ballista and he's dead. It's heartbreaking. Actually, I don't. This game is nice in that it doesn't hold your hand through much. Like, there's definitely some parts that you have to go in and look through your codex, or just trial and error some stuff if you want to figure it out. And in this next little area, I definitely run into that. Actually, that happens in the next video. Crap. Okay, well, it does happen. I run into that, and I'm pretty stupid. And it's funny, when I was recording this, I play without sound because I normally listen to something in the background. Like I'll have my headset for the computer, listening to some YouTube videos. I think I was watching some MagFest panels. I was watching Ego Raptors, JonTron's. Actually, I think JonTron had to cancel his panel. I watched the Game Grumps panel. You know, listen to those like hour and a half long while I'm recording all this stuff. So, if there was anything specifically that was said that wasn't captioned, I missed it, and that's probably why I didn't, or why I'm so dumb in some of these games and don't actually know what's going on. Which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. If it's a game that I feel like I need sound, I'll definitely play with it. But if it's a game that I'm recording, that I've played through before, that I don't feel it's that important, yeah, I'm just goofing off anyway, so listen to something else, keep me entertained. I think the whole idea behind Darkspawn Chronicles is fun. You know, it's a good short little play as the villains, see what could have happened type of thing. And the fact that you don't really need to level anyone up, you just recruit them and then you got them, is definitely a kicker. It's a good thing, and I feel like it really helps the actual campaign not to bog down. I like how diverse the weaponry, the armor, and everything is in Dragon Age. Unfortunately, they didn't keep that for Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2, I felt was really like a how do I say? I felt like it wasn't a very good game, in that they changed the core mechanics to real-time combat, which this one is kind of real-time, but the fact that in 2 you can just mash the A button for your attacks and win, instead of being more like, this is more like the Knights of the Old Republic type of combat, where you can pause and you can give them, you know, you can give them instructions. You can set up all your, what do you call them? What do they call those things? All your battle tactics ahead of time. You know, it's nice. I don't recall why I was just standing still here. Oh, right, I didn't realize, I thought it was saving because it was going next area. I didn't realize I had to actually pick out the, like, go forward and gather my party forward. Right. Now the loading in this game isn't too bad. Surprisingly, it's really not one of the worst things of the game. Like, the loading's bearable, depending on what area you go into. They've definitely come a lot forward from loading since like PS1 games. When I think of bad loading, I think of the PS1 port of Chrono Trigger, where every single time you would run into a battle, switch areas, do anything essentially, there'd be a loading screen. And it's not a short little loading screen, it's, even for the battles, it was a good 15 to 20 seconds for loading. And when battles happen often, those 15 to 20 seconds will essentially add a whole another hour, hour and a half, almost 2 hours onto your gameplay just from loading, just from battle loading. And that is something that I just, you know, don't care for. This whole system of thralling and executing thralls that you don't need anymore is great. I think it's a good way to keep your party of 4 without having to... Oh, I died. There we go. And the ogre's going to walk forward and get slammed by the ballista. Okay, the ogre is dead. Awesome. I think I switched to the shriek here. And I'm going to go around and I'm going to kill some people. The shriek is... He's good. I'm very pleased. Very pleased with having a shriek. The stealth ability is pretty good, though I don't find I use stealth too much in any of these games. I find stealth isn't necessarily bad, it's just not something I use very often. Mostly because, I don't know, it's not really something I'm too into. I set it all up here. Whatever. I attempt to set it all up, but I don't remember if I actually do. Yep, there we go. Set it all up, don't really use it to its full extent. There's just too many times you're in battle that you can't really stealth. So, I don't feel like it's something that I would care for. He's got Shriek. Shriek has a really good move. I believe it's Overpower. Is that the name of it? I think it's Overpower, where you jump on them and you give them about 4 or 5 attacks. It's a stun. It's a multitude of attacks. It's not like they do low damage. They do some pretty good damage. Okay, cool. Am I alive? Awesome. My guy's alive. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Yep, there we go. I switched back. Sweet. Oh, he's got some good. He really does have some good abilities. This commander. I don't remember what they call him. The commander has some really good abilities. In that, he's got a demoralizing shout that reduces the attack and defense of nearby enemies. He's got, you know, he's got some shield bash, shield pummel, real good stuff. A lot of stuns, a lot of things that can knock enemies off their feet. Just enough stuff that you can really keep enemies busy while everyone else just wails on them. Now, let's see. I don't use everyone to their full extent here. I just wanted to get through this campaign real quick, experience it. If I were playing on like Nightmare difficulty, any of the really high difficulties, I would definitely take care to use all my combat tactics. Set everyone up just the way I want them, and run with a nice tank healer, DPS support team, something like that. But as it is, you know, playing on any difficulty lower than hard, you can pretty much do anything and just face roll. I mean, it's not unless you're using 4 blood mages. In fact, even then you could still probably beat the game pretty seamlessly, but I don't know, man. It's not necessarily a hard game on the lower difficulties, but it's a fun game regardless. Definitely a fun game. And I don't know, maybe it is a little lame that I'm going through the extra content first to get everything to make the other game, make the main game easier, but I don't feel it's really a problem. I've played through it before without any of the DLC. It's an enjoyable game. I feel like this DLC, which I will be definitely be trying out when I get it, or when I get to it, will enhance the game. It will definitely make it a better experience for me. I mean, the game is a full experience on its own, but when you add in all this DLC, I had to clear so many things off my freaking hard drive to fit all this DLC. It was like, I want to say 4.5, maybe 5 gigs worth of stuff. Crap, I don't want to have to clear anything else because, let's see, it's the 14th right now at about 10:15 p.m. and I don't sleep until maybe about 8 or 9 in the morning. So I have to get myself the new Borderlands 2 DLC that's coming out tonight. Or, well, not tonight. Tomorrow morning, technically. So, I hope I have enough space to do that. Because if not, I'm going to have to clear something else. And that's not going to be as much fun as I hope it to be. Hell, I cleared all of my hard drive already. I really need to invest in getting a bigger hard drive. I have some externals, but it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't prompt me to save all this Dragon Age stuff on the external, which would have saved me a lot of space. It would have saved me a ton of space on my hard drive, because this hard drive is only like 20 gigs maybe. It's not very big. It's a old white Xbox. It's one of the fat ones. It's got the external hard drive on it that you plug into the top. And you know, working at GameStop, you'd think I would invest in a Slim, but I don't know. I don't want to have to transfer all my stuff over to the new Xbox. It would just be not necessarily a hassle, just something I don't feel like doing. I just don't feel like investing the time in that, and then the money that I would have to invest to actually get the new Xbox. I mean, even if I trade my old one in, I still have to pay quite a bit in difference, and I really don't have the money to do that right now. Let's see here, got a message from Psykesss. If anyone has not checked out Psykesss' channel, I'll put an annotation to it at the end of the video. She does great videos, guys, and you should all subscribe to her if you love gameplay and commentaries. She's doing, right now she's doing a casual Minecraft series. She's doing, I think the game's called Dragon's Nest. She's doing Don't Starve. I know that was a new one that came out. I picked it up. I'm not going to be doing any recordings of it, but definitely check out her channel if you have not already or are not already subscribed. She puts out great content, and I just want everyone to know she is a lot more interesting to listen to than I am. She has a much better voice, being a woman. Much nicer to listen to. I like to think that I have a pretty nice voice that isn't grating to the ears. But yeah, I definitely need to put an annotation to her at the end of the video. Let me just reply back to her. Okay, there we go. I mean, there's just not too much to talk about gameplay-wise. Just slaughtering some innocents, some villagers. Let's see here. I have to. Oh, I don't even know where I am here. Just tons of people to destroy. Destroy all the reinforcements here while he tries to blow up the gate. After he blows up the gate, I'm gonna have to go over there and destroy the healer. I don't know, I love this game. I really do. It's one of the best RPGs they have on the 360 at the moment. As far as full-fledged RPG goes. Like, technically Dark Souls is an RPG. I don't do too many videos of that anymore because I feel like I don't record any interesting content. I truly and honestly, it's just, there's a lot of content out for it, and a lot of good stuff is PvP, and I am not a PvPer. I want to get into it, but I can't. I'm not good. I'm just not good at it. And a lot of people say, you know, you should practice. I get frustrated. I get frustrated really easily in that game, like just losing over and over, and then I feel like my build isn't good, and I end up rolling a new character, and it's a vicious circle. It really is. So I can stick with games like this that don't have PvP, that I can just go at my own pace. I can relax. I can do whatever. Okay, let's see. We blew up the gate. Now let's take care of these guys. I love how they color code the enemy names, where white will be a normal kind of creature, a yellow will be an elite, and an orange, a reddish orange, will be like a boss. That way, you determine their defenses. You know, if you can critical them, some abilities don't affect boss types. It's good stuff, or rather don't affect them or have a different effect on them. It's good stuff. It really is. And I need to invest. Now that I'm thinking about it, I really need to invest in a desktop microphone, like a snowball mic, something like that, with my next check, so that I'm not just wearing a second headset around my neck, and the microphone itself moves. I get really mixed volumes. I have to really pound those out in the editing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with editing, mind you. Just it's hard to. I don't like going through separate, picking out separate sections and having to put a different volume for each of them because my microphone moved farther away from my face or closer to my face. Oh, and looks like that's the end of the video. Alright, annotation is going to go here. It should be up already. Alright, take it easy, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.